This is Sivakant Pathak, T-Student Energy Science and Engineering to you. I hope you will be happy at your home and following all the rules of lockdown. Yesterday, we have seen nuclear fusion. Today, we will see nuclear fission. Fission means breaking up the things. Nuclear fission is to breaking of atomic nuclei. Actually, nuclear fission is a phenomena of splitting of a heavy nucleus into two fragments with particle plus energy. It is observed that a atomic number more than 92, if it is bombarded by particle neutron, it is divided in two approximately equal part plus some more neutron releases with energy. A nuclear fission reaction is given of uranium 92 235 when it is come in a contact with neutron, it divided in two fragments, barium 56 141 and krypton 36 92 plus 3 neutron plus 200 million electron volt. This 200 million electron volt energy is releases due to the breaking of one uranium atom nuclei. If we are able to get these nuclear reactions in a positive way to produce electricity, then it will be good. Nuclear fission reaction is used in two type of thing. One, to produce electricity. Second, it is also used to make atom bombs. Here in electricity, we are doing controlled chain reaction, whereas in atom bomb, the chain reaction is uncontrolled. Now we want to see what is a controlled chain reaction, how we can get more energy by the theory of controlled chain reaction. See, to see the chain reaction, we are getting normally chain reaction by the fission of uranium atom, and this uranium atom is in controlled chain reaction used to produce the heat energy. This heat energy is used to convert water into superheated steam, and this superheated steam runs turbine to produce electricity. Here, the controlled chain reaction we can see in this way. Suppose the one uranium nuclei is come in contact with a single neutron. It is divided into two parts at first stage. Krypton and barium plus two neutron is here shown in the diagram. These two neutron again allowed to pass bombarded on to another new uranium nuclei in second generation. Then four more neutron produces. Again in the third generation, third step, if these neutrons are again strike on next four uranium nuclei, then production of some other neutrons also. In each breaking, 300 million electron volt energy produces. If we, this fission breaking, if you are able to sustain this chain reaction, huge amount of energy can be obtained. And this is the theory used in case of atom bomb. But for the work of peace, if you are able to control chain reaction, if you are able to control this chain reaction, we can utilize this energy in various purposes. In this, to control this chain reaction, various techniques are used. In this controlled chain reaction, one is the important parameter called critical mass. Critical mass actually depends on nuclear fuels taken for the control chain reaction. This is the minimum mass capable of supporting sustained fission. This amount depends upon the purity of fuel and its design. The two things are very available. Design is also very important because design means surface area. If surface area is more chain reaction process will take place because more atoms will be available on the surface to collide with neutron, divide in two parts, and gives amount of energy. Here in this case, if you change the design or decrease the surface area, then chain reaction process can be controlled. So design is also very important in case of controlled chain reaction. This whole analysis comes under the fission reactor physics. In fission reactor physics, this is a branch of applied physics, and these branches have common fundamentals. Atomic and nuclear physics describes fundamental particles such as electron, proton and neutron, their structure, property and behavior. This fundamental particle consists of atomic and nuclear structure, mass and energy, radiation, nuclear stability, radioactive decay, nuclear reaction, binding energy. The design of all nuclear reactors and that nuclear system depends fundamentally on the way in which nuclear reactions interact with matter. In nuclear reactor, we have typically encounter with one of these type of radiation, that is interaction of heavy charge particle, interaction of beta radiation, interaction of gamma rays, interaction of neutrons and reactor antineutrinos. A number of parameters is played in fission reactor physics where controlled chain reaction takes place to produce required amount of energy produced. Here this all parameters and design comes under a theory, neutron diffusion theory. In neutron diffusion theory, the distribution of a neutron in the reactor is based on this theory because the fission process takes place only if there is sufficient number of neutrons are available. If we want chain reaction with high speed, more number of neutrons are required. If you want to less energy, heat energy, then we have to take away these extra neutrons from the area. of nuclear reaction. So here in this, how these neutrons are diffuses in whole of the core of nuclear reactor comes under this to convey sustained collision of neutron with atomic fuel to sustain fission reaction. Here in this, different type of technologies takes place in which the some common reactors are pressurized water reactors, boiling water reactions, and fast neutron reactor. The fast neutron reactors are different from pressurized water reactor and boiling water reactor. The degree of criticality of high power levels is influenced by many variables. These variables we can count, such as nuclear fuel and fuel loading pattern, fuel depletion, neutron leakage, control rod, chemical seam, radioactivity and its feedback, burnable absorber, and xenon samarium poisoning. Here in total atomic reactor, behavior of rod is much important. In this behavior of fuel rod mean a rod of uranium. If we taking uranium as a fuel in nuclear reactor, thorium is also used. Plutonium can also be used in that. Nuclear fuel is operated under very inhospitable condition and must more than normal condition operation. The temperature of inside the core is around 1000 degrees Celsius or 1832 degree Fahrenheit approx. At this temperature, the fission gas release. A behavior of nuclear fuel is associated with many phenomena. The most important are first fuel swelling, fuel densification, thermal expansion, fuel relocation, high burn with structure, pellet cladding interaction, pellet coolant interaction, and fission gas release. We want to see the applied core physics also. Applied core physics is the branch of science that deals with the study of behavior of specific nuclear core. This core physics provide methodological basis of the core design, and each nuclear core is due to the fuel reloadings. Actually, whole the nuclear process takes place inside the core, and this core design is totally depend on the need of the energy. Okay, we will see the things in next class.